So hey guys, it's Jonathan. Yesterday we held a class. It's Wiretapper Wednesday. We talked about AFMD. And in this video, I take you back to yesterday's class, explain why we bought puts in AFMD right before it fell. Pretty fun trade. I was able to get in for 29 cents. I did 30 of them. I was able to take 20 off this morning. The very next day, 250%. Better than sharp stick in the eye. So listen to the video. Leave a comment below. Love to hear what your thoughts are. AFMD, is anybody involved with AFMD? Now, AFMD, off the top of my head, is a stock I don't know as well. So right away, I'm going to know that if I don't know it that well, I'm guessing it's a high vol stock. Again, a name that could move. A name like this has something that we call jump risk. Jump risk is the ability for a stock to close at 550 and open at 7.5, 8, to close at 8, to open at 10. Those are the kind of trades where you want to be an options buyer. But now we just have to look and make sure, look at also, attaboy, you get up there. AFMD, let's just see how often it's coming up on the Wiretapper. I would say before I know, what I'm really looking for is consistent activity with a lot of activity recent. Good. I mean, I like this. I like that it's showing up. I like that it's still showing up this week. I also like that it's moving. If you think about this, this is a 10%, a 15% range in one day between the high and the low, about a 10% range. I like that. We want to see movement because when you're buying options, you need movement. You don't want that. That's Levi. This is AFMD. Just referencing back the last stock is a silly joke. But you see, you want movement. So I like it. We are getting movement. There's nice ranges. We're seeing unusual options activity. The next thing that I'll always do is go to our high value target tool. And again, we're using this just as a line in the sand, as another reference point, because what I don't want is I don't want you to see AFMD and I don't want you to buy a straddle up here. Okay, the stock just went from 2 to 10. We don't need to buy calls up here. I think that we can find other names to consider buying calls. And this, if you wanted to get involved, is probably a better one to buy puts than to buy calls. And I'm sure they have beautiful news that sounds like they're going to be, you know, the next great Roblox. But lots of companies have great news and pull back right away. We want to default to the HVT and the Wiretapper. So for me, I would only really look to do puts on this one. I wouldn't really want to do a straddle on both sides. And so as far as a trade idea, again, I would check earnings because we are getting close to earnings season. AFMD, I'm checking earnings on a different screen. Tomorrow morning. Okay, well now that changes everything. Tomorrow morning, fucking let's get involved. I'm in. I'll play that game. Why not?
I just bought a straddle.
But you bought both sides. What about these?
Yeah.
Like these are fun trades. I'll fucking eat some of these up before you guys all gobble them. Take 30. Like I'll do
Wow,
that.
the market on the holy crap.
Dude,
On the main calls, the 17 halves, the spread on that just widened out to 15 cents against 55 cents.
these are good too.
I just bought it. Wow. I bought them for 20.
I like these guys, but I won't do it. So you guys can. I'd be 65-cent bid here. I'd be 95 cents. So in May, I wouldn't mind taking both sides. Dude, with earnings tomorrow, Did they pre-release? Is that why they jumped? Something's going on. But
Holy
does that
crap.
make sense? Why I did that after kind of doing that whole song and dance? Now when I got here, I'm realizing, okay, tight markets, they have earnings. There's a reason for it to move. Sign me up. I feel like they might have pre-announced earnings though. That's why I
And
wonder
it's hard to borrow.
and it's hard to borrow. I kind of think we're gonna do okay on this one. AFMD, I'm just checking to see if they pre-announced. They just got really good data.
Almost all of the open interest is going to expire in 2 days.
It's all in that front month.
I mean, most of it, if you open
yeah.
up all,
I like it though.
does that matter from like a market maker perspective or whatever? Does that matter?
I don't know. I mean, I like that they're going to give us an earnings. They're going to give us a catalyst tomorrow with 2 days, and then I could just get short 3,000 shares of stock for $900. That's what I did.
Got it.
So I just bought 30 puts, guys. I just bought. So all I did here is I bought 30 puts for 30 cents, $900. I paid for the privilege to be short 3,000 shares if I want to, or else I'll lose $900. If this thing trades under 10, I would love to be short 3,000 shares. If it doesn't, well, so
Mr. 10 lot.
I know. That's, yeah, well, it starts at the 10 limit until it turns into a
I know.
But that's okay. I mean, but I did that once everything else was working. So great, Roblox will, no problem. I'll parlay some of that into cost averaging the rest of my positions. So, do I know which way earnings are going to go? I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know what they do. But I do know that there's unusual options activity, and
Nobody
I do know
does.
that the HVT tool is giving us a signal. HVT will be on the wiretapper eventually. For HVT.
In 2 forms, in the chart and in the data.